Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name's Rochelle and I'm here to do a reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, wherever you have that in your chart. And we all have everything in our chart, so this could be for you. And my readings are timeless, so whenever you catch this is the right time for you. I have chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And I've let the universe choose a song. And the title of your song is My Type. And this speaks to me of this whole reading has to do with relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, can be friends, family, colleagues, whatever, however it fits for you. But it's very much relationship focused, especially with the title, My Type. And I think what we're dealing with here is uh, that you have had a certain type of person that you're attracted to or often attracted to, where you end up in a certain dynamic over and over again that could potentially be uncomfortable, painful, uh, and it's time to Deepak, hello. Good evening to you. um, this is a time to not only, and Darlene Lisa is here too. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, so yes, this is a time to assess, look at um where you've been, what you've consistently been attracted to, or who. And there's some forgiveness involved, there's of yourself and others, and ultimately transformation, moving towards a new type, having a new type of person that is more supportive and just better for you in your life. Yeah, so we get by the book, in protection, which is this idea of transformation, of doing something totally different, potentially leaving the group, leaving the person that it hasn't been working out, and it's time for you to go in a whole new direction. And this is what's the I just had the word. It's like it's like revolutionary change in your life. And it always starts within. It's always an inside job. And yeah, it's time. It's time to to go your own way, to forge your own path. And and then we get the mending card. It's interesting because this card has been coming up a lot in a lot of the readings lately, and it's pretty much what it says. It's it's repairing any kind of rifts, any kind of issues you've had with anyone, um, making amends, tying up loose ends, forgiving. And we have unfinished symphony as well, and this is a very similar message. But this is a very strong recommendation by the universe for you, um, that things haven't worked out for a reason, that you've had lessons you've needed to learn, and now you've learned them basically. And it's time to take what you've learned and move on. And again, forgive yourself first of all, because so often we can find ourselves in situations where, or having come out of situations where we get down on ourselves and think, how could I have let myself be with that person? Why couldn't I see the signs from the beginning? How could I be so stupid? We say all these things to ourselves. And it's remembering that you did have a lesson to learn, that you were drawn to that person or those people for a reason. And it's hindsight that gives you that clarity, where you're like, oh, that was not the best decision, or that was not the best person. But you didn't know it in the beginning, not consciously anyway. And if you did, you had something you needed to learn, something you needed to work through. So, once you do that kind of forgiveness and acceptance of yourself. Hey, Ash. Hello, good morning. Um, This is, yeah, definitely for Cancer. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Anywhere you have water in your chart. Um, and so um yeah, making amends where you can, forgiving the people who have potentially wronged you, not to let them off the hook, but just to understand that everyone's always doing the best they can with what they have in any given moment. And that gets you unstuck. It allows you to move forward in a whole new way and ultimately move towards someone who is better aligned for you and creating a new type for yourself. So let's look at the good tarot. Seven of Earth. Yep, being at a crossroads, making a decision. Do you stick with where you've been or do you go in a new direction? And this is very much about realizing that as much energy and effort as you've put in to certain person or people, it's time to drop the tools and move away. It's time to realize that there's no amount of effort or work that you can put in that's going to improve um, whatever you've been dealing with, except for apologizing where you need to, except for forgiving and realizing that it all happened for a reason. But as far as trying to make something work, that is done, and it's time to go in a completely new direction. And then we get transformation. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Yes. Revolutionary change, transformation at the core of yourself, of your being, of just completely trying on new things. And, probably this is a knowing that you have within yourself, that you probably have had for a long time, where you feel kind of drawn to certain people, but you resist it for some reason because they don't exactly fit the bill of what you've normally felt drawn to. It's that idea of, um, for example, if we had some kind of issues with our parents, we find ourselves drawn to people who play out that same dynamic. If we were neglected by our parents, then we typically draw people in who also neglect us. But there's a part of you that knows that there's like those people who are really attentive and give you a lot of energy. You like that, it feels good, but somehow there's a part of you that you're like, oh, I don't deserve it, or that doesn't feel right. And so this transformation is allowing you to accept these new types of people into your life. And Six of Fire. This is allowing you to, this is the card of the enlightened influencer. And so to me, enlightenment speaks of gaining some kind of understanding, some kind of deep fundamental understanding that shines the light on your life, on yourself, on what you know, and it allows you to live differently, to step into your power in a whole new way. And through doing that, you naturally start to glow. This is the card of the glow up. um, where because you are being more authentic to yourself and you're just naturally feeling happier, you start to draw others in towards you. You become a beacon for others. And this transformation is allowing you to really progress in your life in a much quicker way. Because, here we have the ship held up by the balloon. And I always say this with this card, but normally in a ship, whatever obstacles you'd encounter on the sea, now you're going to fly right over them. So you're going farther and faster than you normally would because of this transformation, because of doing that inner work and mending and releasing and tying up loose ends. Okay, so then the Oracle Tarot. the Oracle Tarot has to say. Ooh, the Emperor. Yeah. Yeah. It's about claiming your power, being your own authority, and shining your own light. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we get temperance, balance and harmony within yourself, within your life. This is the transformation. I don't know. I feel like I could all the cards just it's the same message over and over again. It's very strong. And change, release the past. That's right. Release the past, release yourself, get yourself unstuck. Move forward, close your eyes, realize that you are being moved forward towards this whole new path in life. And the work that you do, Cameron, hello. I'm just doing water signs right now. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, wherever you have that in your chart, and everyone has water in their chart somewhere, so this could be for you. Yeah, so change, releasing the past. We could all benefit from releasing the past regardless of what our zodiac placements are. Releasing the past, moving forward confidently, happily, trusting that this is the best thing to do. She's just it's like she's falling forward, knowing that the universe has her, is taking her where she's supposed to go. So wisdom of Avalon. Perception. Yeah, this is all about changing your perception of what's good for you, of your type. um, seeing where you were holding yourself back before. Changing your perception changes your world. Changes you from the inside out. And the serpent, knowledge and healing. Yeah. Yeah, you are gaining knowledge as you do this, as you do this inner work. You're healing, you're shedding that old skin. And forgiveness. Yeah. Yeah, for any of you who are just showing up, I just did I just did a whole in the beginning talked about forgiveness. Come back and rewatch this because this is really it's a powerful reading, and it's the message just keeps coming in over and over again. Forgive, release the past, step into your power, make that choice to move in a whole new direction. Okay, I'm going to look at Osho Zen. Ooh, yeah, we get control. Such an interesting card to me. This guy is so rigid. Look at those fists. And he's become solidified, crystallized in his need to have things exactly the way they need to be. This is the guy who it's more important to be right than to be happy. And this is where you've been. This is that place, the whatever it is you've been trying to control in your life, it's kept you stuck. And your transformation is about releasing your grip first of all, and allowing this hardened state of mind to start to release, to start to flow more. Success. Going from this to this guy cannot have fun. He can't be playful. He can't ultimately have success because he's trying so hard to manipulate the outcome. And it's needing to come to the understanding that no matter how much you try to make something work out the way you want it to, if it's supposed to, it will. If it's not supposed to, there's no amount of trying that can make it happen. And it just makes you more rigid trying to swim upstream, go against the current. And this is all about learning how to let go, how to flow with things. If it's not working out, you let yourself be guided to where you are supposed to go. You don't keep banging your head against the wall, against the door, trying to kick it down. If it's not opening for a reason. And success, I feel like this success is coming to you through allowing yourself to transform. That's right. Yeah. Yes. And slowing down. The transformation happens when you go within and you start to do the healing. You start to look at what what is left unfinished. What amends can you make? Where can you tie things up? If you're always trying to control, if you're always trying to hold on, if you're always trying to go, 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 do whatever you need to do, you're not taking the time to actually reflect, do that introspection, and see where things are off, where you're trying to fit the round peg into the square hole, or the square peg into the round hole, however it goes. Yeah, slowing down allows you to see the bigger perspective. It's where you get that perception shift. You see that there's more than just one color in front of you. There's a whole spectrum. Um, yeah, move in quickly on this one. Okay, so I'm going to look at the angelic messenger cards. Belief. This is a fundamental change in your beliefs, in your perception of what is true for you. This transformation is leading to a complete change in how you see the world, in what you believe to be true about who you are, about how other people are. It's gorgeous. I love this. Ooh, and we get desire. Yeah. This is a desire. Your transformation is coming from a very deep desire to have a fundamental change in your life. It's that place of you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. That desire is becoming so strong in you, and you're just like, there's got to be something more. And in fact, there is. You have this very strong desire for success, and you are changing your beliefs around what success means. And that desire, that passion, that's being given to you by your higher power. We feel desire for a reason. There's something that's going to come out of it. You're being moved. You're being moved. Abundance. Move to your ultimate abundance. Abundance in relationships, in those people around you who do have your back, who do help support you and make you feel good and cared for, nurtured. And this is this kind of transformation that you're going through. It's so deep and so fundamental that it is affecting all the areas in your life. It's that ripple effect. You feel good within yourself, your relationships improve, your money improves, your health improves, all the things. It's the abundance of everything coming into you, to your life. Okay, I'm going to finish with the numerology cards. Going to make this one a little shorter today. Creativity. Creativity usually comes from a place of inspiration. And when you're feeling inspired, inspiration and desire, I feel like, often go hand in hand. You have a desire to create something, bring something new into the world. You may be finding yourself feeling more creative than you have in a long time because of this transformation that you are going through. There's something you want to bring out to the world. Parenting. Yeah, this is all about parenting yourself, parenting that child inside that didn't get what it needed, you know, at the beginning of life. You know, you, I mean, that's the thing. When we're kids, we often don't get what we need. Um, and sometimes our parents try, and sometimes we have those parents that are just, leave us feeling like, oh, you know, yeah, less than satisfied. But once we get to adulthood, it's up to us to take on that role, to care for ourselves in the way that we weren't able to get the care we needed when we were kids. It's about This is where you claim your power and your authority. This is where you understand that blaming your parents doesn't help anything. That just puts you in the victim mode, in the place of being a victim where you're like, oh, poor me. This thing happened to me. These people did this thing to me. No, it happened for you. Your parents were your parents for a reason. You had things to learn from them. And now, as an adult, you can take those things, those lessons, and apply them in a new way, in a way that's going to help you, that's going to move you forward. And happy ending. It's a happy ending. I mean, life, that's the thing, is there's no end until it ends. But, this is as happy of an ending as it's going to get in this situation because of doing this work, and you will move on to a new cycle, a new way of being. It's so great. Everything's working out because of your willingness to, again, to forgive, to make the amends, to stand in your power, to change your perception, to heal, and allow your beliefs to change to something, to change in ways that support you. Following your passion and your desire, trusting the universe has your back, that you're being led where you need to go. Yes. All right, I'm going to call it. It's a beautiful reading. Woo! The message couldn't get any clearer. These cards are just like, "Wah." Okay. So I wish you well on this journey. What a journey it is. Oh my goodness. If this resonates at all, please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear about it. And thank you for joining me from um, wherever you are in the world. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, as Darlene Lisa said, like, subscribe, and share. Yay!